Hello, welcome back to English Wala. Today I am going to discuss a very important and very necessary topic in English vocabulary. And it is very important for your chatting and texting. These acronyms, the modern ones that we generally use in internet, during texting, or for email, or for different formal or informal occasions, and we must learn these for SMS, for writing messages, for emails, and these are the acronyms or abbreviations. This is also called initialism. Now, what is ASAP? What is FOMO? What is FAQ, R.S.V.P. and very known one, what is the full form of BTW, DIY, STAT? How should we use them? If we want to use them in different texts, in formal or informal occasions, we have to know all these. So please lend me your ears and eyes along with your mind. So the acronyms, the most popular ones. First, ASAP, ASAP or ASAP. ASAP, you can pronounce it by the letters only. Again, like a word, you can pronounce it, and it simply means as soon as possible. As soon as possible, it is used in official or formal messages and even in the formal occasions too. For example, notify the employees ASAP. Notify the employees ASAP. That means notify the employees as soon as possible. Now, you can say to somebody else, I need some money. I need the money ASAP because I have to pay the credit card bill. That means as soon as possible. Again, you can message to someone, please call me back ASAP. Call me back ASAP or ASAP. Now, STAT, it's a medical abbreviation, a very common medical abbreviation. STAT, it comes from the Latin word statum. It means immediately or without delay. The patient was given a stat dose of morphine. The patient needs stat treatment. To handle that very patient, you must take stat decision. So, stat means statum, and it in English, it means immediately or without delay. Next one, RSVP. You often can find it. Rather, in wedding cards. Actually, this very acronym exists in English language from a long period, since a long period of time. But now it is used in texting on internet or messages, emails. Actually, this very acronym comes from the French expression Répondez si vous plait. That means in English, actually in French, the pronunciation in French is quite difficult for us, but in English it has a very simple meaning. RSVP means please respond. Please respond. Here you can see a wedding card of Raj and Kiran. Raj and Kiran wedding 15th February 2021. Please RSVP. That means you have to respond whether you are going to attend the wedding ceremony or not. You have to respond whether you are going to, you may say, yes, I am going to attend. You may say, no, I will not be able to attend the wedding ceremony. So, it means response please or please respond. Now, again, we can use it, this very acronym can be used in different formal letters or informal ones, even during our speech, during verbal communication. RSVP by January 26. Please respond by January 26. Again, this acronym can be used as a verb. Don't forget to RSVP before Thursday. And the letters are separately pronounced R.S.V.P. Don't forget to RSVP before Thursday. Now, the fourth one, FYI. And it is very, very common for your information. For your information, FYI is very common. It means for your information. FYI, tomorrow's meeting has been postponed. You can simply email to somebody or you can simply SMS to somebody. FYI, tomorrow's meeting has been postponed. Again, during verbal communication, you can shout loudly, somebody shouts loudly to the other person, FYI, I don't bother about that. For your information, while there is a hot debate, for your information, FYI, I am not arguing with you, but I am trying to explain that you are wrong. FYI, for your information, I am not arguing with you, but I am trying to explain that you are incorrect. Again, somebody from, suppose your MD or your super boss sent you a message or sent you a mail, and you forwarded that mail to the other employees, and you can inform the boss that I forwarded a copy of the email with the short message FYI. For your information, read this email. You will get the information in that email. Next one, PS, very common one, and we can find it, rather you can find PS in the letters written by our grandparents when they used to write letters. Today letter writing is a dead art. Today we generally don't write letters. But when our forefathers, our grandparents used to write letters, perhaps he completed the letter and after that he remembered, oh, I forgot to mention about this, I forgot to write this, I must write something. Even after the signature, at the end, PS, and that very thing is written. The full form of PS is, actually it comes from the Latin expression postscriptum. Postscriptum, and in English it means postscript. That means after the script, after the written position, written part, portion, and it means, simply it means written after. Written after, and sometimes very deliberately, very intentionally, PS is done. That means something is written even after the main body, because you want to give emphasis upon that. For the sake of emphasis, again, I have given a sentence here. It's quite funny, or rather loving, a bit romantic one, or rather for flirting. P.S. The handwriting is bad today. It's like the letters miss you as much as I do. Suppose I'm writing a letter to my loving one, and after writing the letter, at the end of the letter, after completing the letter, I wrote P.S. Postscript. The handwriting is bad today. It's like the letters miss you as much as I do. Because I am not at all mentally in a pleasant condition. The letters too aren't in that condition. Now again, in a school notice, we can write P.S. On the program day, students may come in informal dress. Perhaps the annual day program. And the notice has been written by the head of the institution. And at the end, after the notice, it is written, P.S. On the program day, students may come in informal dress. Wow, the students will be happy. Okay, that very dull and drab school uniform, that should be discarded for a day only, because they will come with festive spirit. Now, there is a famous song, a famous movie, P.S. I love you. P.S. I love you. That means it's hard to stay without loving you, or it's hard for me not to mention that I love you. So, P.S. I love you. Now, number 6, ETA, estimated time of arrival. Okay, you can use it in formal situations, in informal situations. Informal situations, perhaps your boss asked you or telephoned you, called you, and may ask you, what's your ETA? What's your ETA? Oh, sir, I'm just 10 minutes away. I'm just 10 minutes away. What's your estimated time of arrival? Again, in the railway stations, you can find the glow signboard. There you can find the ETA of the Rajdhani Express is 10:30 a.m. The ETA, that means the estimated time of arrival of the Rajdhani Express is 10:30 a.m. Number 7, DIY, very common today during the lockdown. The people, generally, we took up the DIY project. DIY project. During the lockdown, we took up the DIY project. That means do it yourself. I cannot do. I am hopeless at DIY and cannot even put up a shelf. I am hopeless at DIY. You can see it's a DIY craft. It's a DIY project. Do it yourself project. Okay, you can stay there, and there is the facility of DIY cooking. That means suppose you are on a tour and you are staying somewhere in a bungalow, and there is the facility of DIY cooking. You can find a DIY painting in my house, do it yourself painting. That means I did it myself, I didn't hire anybody. DIY painting in my house. Now, the next one is very interesting one, FOMO. FOMO, fear of missing out, a kind of feeling, okay, they are enjoying and I am missing out, or rather, I cannot stay without scrolling on my phone screen, without scrolling the Facebook, because I always fear I can miss the news feed, etc. This sort of feeling, a kind of anxiety, FOMO, fear of missing out. I scroll on the Facebook as I suffer from FOMO. I scroll on the Facebook because for some time if I don't scroll on the Facebook, I think something has happened and I am going to miss that out. This very feeling, this very apprehension. Again, you are not physically fit today, but there is a party and you are to stay at home, but you said, no, I must go to the party in spite of my illness, because I think there will be something gorgeous, the people in the party, they will enjoy a lot, and I'll here at home, I'll have the stress of FOMO, fear of missing out. Though I am out of sorts today, I will go to the party to dodge the FOMO. I will not be able to put up with the burden of FOMO, fear of missing out. Next one, BTW. It's a very common one. You can find it in different texts, while texting, while messaging. BTW means by the way, and it is generally said in course of a conversation, in course of the exchange of words. Suppose you were talking with somebody else, with your friend, and you were talking about a couple, and you can say BTW, you can text BTW, how is the relation between them now? I saw them shopping together. By the way, how is the relation? A change in context, or rather simply a deviation to ask something. By the way, how is the relation between them now? I saw them shopping together. Now, the last one, FYI. You can find it in different sites. There, it means frequently asked questions. Frequently asked questions. Now, the FAQs, this is the plural form, FAQs are uploaded in the site, because people generally, whoever visit the site, and what does a spider do? What does a spider do with the computer? Because the spider wants to visit its website. Jokes apart, it's a pun, website. The FAQs are uploaded in the site. Now, check the FAQs and you may get your queries satisfied. You have a question, what is the quality of this thing, how it looks. Even in the shopping sites, you can get the FAQs. People already have asked those questions, and which are frequently asked, those are the questions and the answers are uploaded there for your satisfaction. So the FAQs are uploaded in the site. Check the FAQs and you may get your queries satisfied. I think this video proves to be helpful to you, and in my next video I will come with other acronyms, some more important and much used acronyms. Thank you and stay tuned till then. Thank you again.